impress the pathologist because you didn't want to expose your hand.
Well, that's just the inquest, not the trial, Doctor. Look, I'm a fairly knowledgeable layman. I've interrogated dozens of doctors. Is it really possible to fix the probable time of the blow?
Well, there's condition of coagulated blood under the scalp, condition of, you know, skin tissue and so on. It's only a guess, but a good one. You going to see Mike?
Yes, Sam.
Good, I'll go along with you. I have a few things over there.
Harry.
Well,
Thanks, Miles.
Hello, Mr. Cole.
well, I guess you better go along, Stephen. I have to wait till you're finished anyway.
All right. Goodbye.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, great timing. Sorry, I thought you were through.
That's all right, sweetie.
Sweet, I'm your wife. Well, give Mike my love, will you? Well, go ahead, I'll wait.
No.
Look at you. I'm tired, Harry.
No, not really.
I've got the car up front. Let me ride you home.
Look, I have to see Mike, honey, on some hospital business. A lot of loose ends hanging.
And then you're rushing right back to the
I'm
hospital.
afraid I have to, yes.
Well, will you phone me when you get ready to leave the hospital?
Yes, I'll call you.
Harry, I can read you. Why are you still holding me off? I understand the game you're playing. Avoid me, avoid Lou, punish us for not coming to you.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, it can't just be that I'm going to see Mike, huh?
No, not after you threw that detective's report in the fire.
Oh, honey, look. I had no intention of reading it anyway. If Lou doesn't want to come to me of his own free will and tell me what's going on, there isn't any point in my forcing him, is there? Oh, honey, I know what it took for you to come here, and I love you for it, but if you think this is a game we're playing, well, you and Lou made the rules. I'm just following them. That's all. I'll call you.
Gotta be a boy. It won't stop kicking.
Vicki, I don't want you to leave. I want you to stay here with us until we can figure out something for you and the baby.
You're just worried about your precious appearances.
If I were concerned about appearances, I'd have had you leave 2 minutes after you walked into this house. But I see something in you. Something of me, I guess, a few years back.
Oh, and now you want to play social worker, huh?
No, I just want to help you and that baby.
Oh, come on, Mrs. Miles. I ran game on you and your son.
I know. But since you've been here, I've seen you really try. Pitching in around the house. So much. At first, all I saw was a tough little kid out of New York, but under all that crust, I began to see a strong, a good young woman. What I'm saying very badly is that you've touched us.
Oh, yeah? Just how?
Well, having you here in this house has been good for us in a way. You know, made us look at each other, really examine each other again.
You know, Mrs. Miles, I've been thinking, I'd like to talk to Dr. Miles and explain to him about what happened in New York.
Well, Lou has already told me.
Yeah, I know.
But he hasn't told his father.
But I just want to tell him that it just wasn't Lou's fault. That Larry was the one...
No, I'd rather you didn't.
Oh, is that the way it is? If I keep my mouth shut, then I can stay here, huh?
Vicki, I am not here to make a trade. This room, a roof over your head for you to keep quiet. Talk if you want to. But I think Lou deserves the chance, don't you agree?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. If I keep my mouth shut, Lou comes out a big, strong man on the other side, huh?
Sometimes, Vicki, that's the only thing a woman can do for a man, give him a chance. We'll make plans. Think things out. There's got to be a future for a girl like you.
Oh, come on, Mrs. Miles. It's just not all sweet and nice, and let's just help this poor little girl. Hey, what's your catch?
There's no catch, Vicki. We've come to love you, that's all.
Yeah, I know. They seem to lock all the gates around here. case you have anything planned. I think it's mostly to keep people from coming in. Would you like to take the seat of honor?
For all they know, I might have a file or something concealed on my person.
File? Do you have a file or something concealed on your person?
I didn't think of it. Maybe next time.
Well, afraid you missed your chance. Now that the hearing is set and all that. I'll be getting out soon. There won't be any next time.
That's good. Mom will be relieved.
I hope so.
I hope you don't mind my coming here like this.
No.
At the hospital, I said some things. Well, it wasn't so much what I said as the way I reacted.
I understand.
No, I hate seeing you in this place.
Well, it's just routine, really.
It's more than that.
You want to get technical about it?
Yes.
All right. Listen, this whole thing is, well, I mean, arresting me and booking me and putting me here in the cell is the prosecution side of the case, and what you would call, I suppose, due process. The defendant's side, or my case, actually comes about in the courtroom. You see, the only thing I can do, really the best way for me to come out of this whole thing with a clear slate is by going to court, and that way I can clear any doubts in anyone's mind, like yours.
No. I don't have any doubts about you.
Well, it would only be natural. I can understand that, how you know that your father and I were very angry toward one another, and that I was actually the only one, the last one to see him. Listen to me. Look, if my word means anything to you at all, I didn't hurt him. I was not responsible in any way for his death.
You didn't have to say that. Honestly.
I know, but...
I don't understand exactly what happened. But I know that it wasn't your fault.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
I had to see you to tell you that before the hearing. And I want you to know that I'm going to be there with Mother. And they'll know that we believe you.
I'm very pleased at that.
There's something else. After this is over, I want you and Mother to get married right away. That's really all that I came for.
Carolyn. Look, feel free to drop in anytime you're in the neighborhood.
Do I have to call?
Yeah, I call him George. I took his kid's tonsils out last year. I guess this is kind of embarrassing for him. George, you have a minute?
I hope you did a good job.
Yeah, I think he still owes a little bit on the bill.
About ready to leave?
Yeah, she's ready. Hey, listen. Thanks.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
I thought your embarrassment about Fred's adultery was over by now.
Stephen, obviously I am not getting through to you.
Are you still worried about this kind of testimony coming out in court?
Well, why should you let Stephen walk off with what's yours?
If you can't have the money, you can't stand the thought that Stephen might get it.
Can you?